What up, yo? This Kid Splinter. We out here with the Juice Podcast. Y'all tune in.
The Juice Podcast, a podcast giving you the juice on music news and pop culture, as well as showcasing a blend of artists, entrepreneurs, and local Fort Worth talents. Find out on this episode, who's got the juice?
What's up, everybody? My name is Dennis Jimenez.
And I'm Iris the Vision, and if you're tuning in, then you must be thirsty. But don't worry, we're here to quench your thirst on The Juice.
We got a very special guest in the building. Y'all might have seen him when we posted the Cookout Cypher. I know there's a lot of a big hype and engagement when we posted that. But let's give a big round of applause for Kid Splinter.
Yeah, what up?
So what have you been up to since we last seen you?
Hey, working on a tape right now, cooking up, getting ready for this show I got in October. Well, I got two out there, so it's like a little mini tour I'm doing.
Heck yeah. All in like in Fort Worth or?
So these will be over in Kansas.
Oh,
I'm doing
okay.
One in, I want to say Wichita. It's my first one. I'm opening for like Jaron Benton with some of my homies.
Oh shit.
And then
nice.
Yeah, like the Friday after that, I'm doing a show. It's their last Halloween show that they throw out there, so I'm gonna go and rock that with them again.
Damn.
That's sick.
So
like
are
expanding
you from the DFW area? Are you
Yeah,
from
yeah,
Fort
yeah.
Worth?
Yeah, from Fort Worth. I mean, I hopped around everywhere, so I'm like a mutt, you know.
Oh,
But,
okay.
yeah, I was like born pretty much out here. I lived in Utah for a little while, Arkansas for a bit, but yeah,
Dang.
out here though. That's the main spot.
Heck yeah,
That's
heck yeah.
awesome. So
And,
what inspired you to kind of like get into music or start wanting to do it?
I mean, hip hop's always been in my life, you know. That's the main thing, you know. I don't know. I was like 10 years old. Had some homie at school was like, "Yeah, I can rap." So I was like, "Yeah, me too." I went to class, wrote a rap song, came back. Everybody clowned me on it. They were like, "That's trash." So I just wanted to. It just pushed me to do better, you know.
You still remember like any of the lyrics?
Yeah, it was bad.
I had written like a song, like a rap song when I was a kid too, but it was like the worst too. It was something about like a hole in the wall.
Oh yeah,
A hole in the wall.
It just rhymed with that. Like it just kept rhyming with hole in the wall.
This was called "Pistols in My Pocket."
Damn,
I
that's
didn't
way
have-
more intense.
I didn't even have a gun. It was just like,
Yeah, that's way more
That's
intense
funny.
than my childhood rap song that I made.
Thugged out at 10 years old.
yeah.
For real. What were like some of the artists that you listened to back then?
Shit. I mean, my mom got me into Bone Thugs and Tupac. That was like my main thing. My dad got me into this dude named Lil Troy. And then
Oh, okay.
my
Troy?
uncle, my uncle had
That's,
me on
he's
50
one of the
Cent,
things
Eminem.
Want to be a baller, right?
Yeah. That's the OG.
Dang.
They said I was born to that song, you know, so. Like,
Dude, I remember
came
that
out
song
like that.
early on too. I
Dang.
remember riding in our Tia's
Theo
truck.
Herbert?
No, with Tia Carolina. And she had like a little single cab box Chevy, and like we'd be
Yeah,
riding around
man.
and she'd be bumping that. And
Hell
Bone
yeah.
Thugs too. I remember like they had the little cassette tape because they used to live with us at one point.
Yeah, man.
And I remember just looking at the cassette tapes, being like, "Oh, this is cool."
I had the same experience, but with a different family member, but with the same kind of truck.
Yeah,
With Theo
yeah.
Herbert.
The box Chevys back in the day were.
Yeah, that's a
They're-
classic, bro. It's
yeah.
like one of my dream cars. I had one for a little while, and then I like drove it out to Louisiana and lost it out there and came back
Damn.
without it. I was like, fuck, man.
How'd you come back?
I picked up a ride from my homegirl.
Damn.
Yeah. It was like 3 a.m. I called her up. She was like, "Yeah, I'll come get you." I'm like, "Bet." It's like 5 hours away. She was tired.
Were you already
Yeah.
walking? Like,
Yeah, bro. I had nothing else to do.
that's
fucking
crazy. Heck yeah. So I know listening to your music and everything. I've been seeing your content as well. Like you produce as well too, right?
Yes, sir.
Heck yeah.
Yeah.
Do you do a lot of like sample based stuff? Or
That's the
Yeah.
main thing. Yeah. I pick up a lot of like, I guess, inspiration off of like Jay Dilla, MF Doom, and DJ Premier, like scratching records and shit. I love crate digging, and that's my main
Oh,
thing.
yeah. I see the videos where you're like going to the record shops and
Yeah,
like, picking
yeah.
out the. That's dope. I love like rhythm roulette.
Yeah,
you ever
yeah.
watch
So
that?
that's pretty much what I'm.
Yeah.
What I'm biting. You know what I mean? Yeah.
I mean, dude, that shit's dope. I've always had the idea because I produce as well.
Oh, bet.
I've been like on and off for a while now, but
A long time.
I know. I need to get back into it for sure.
What
but
do you use? Like a
I
what DAW?
I use not tractor. I use a machine.
I don't even know what that is.
You know
bro.
that? Yeah,
Uh,
dude, it's outdated now. It's crazy.
that sounds crazy. You ever heard
That's
of
how
Reaper?
long?
What is it?
You know what Reaper is?
Reaper? That
Yeah.
sounds familiar.
Yeah, so there's just like a software you can get for free. I mean, it's good for like mixing and recording. So whenever I first started, I was like recording off of that. I needed a studio real bad, so I got a little computer for like $60. got Reaper on it, recorded like 20 tracks in a week, listened to them all. I was like, nah, these are ass, bro. I was like, I gotta get off these YouTube beats. So I started like, I got FL Studios cracked, you know, and then just started pushing for them.
So that's what you use now, FL?
Yeah, FL.
Heck yeah. Dude, I've always wanted to get into FL, but I don't know, like machine. So you've seen like the machine, like the native instruments,
the drum
right?
pads and all that. Yeah.
So that actually does come with like its own software.
Okay, that makes sense.
And so like when I started, it was like 2012, and I was just like using like apps on my iPad just to make beats and shit. And then they had an app, like Native Instruments actually has an app, so I downloaded that and I was like playing with it. And I was like, I like how this is set up. And then come to find out they make like the beat pads and stuff. So I was like, oh shit. So that's how I bought it. And after that it was a fucking wrap. But,
hell yeah.
But a lot of people don't know about Machine no more. Like I feel like it's definitely outdated.
I know the brand. I never knew that they had the software though.
The hardware stuff is like what's popular, but but the software and even so I used to DJ too. I still do occasionally, but that's what I use too, is a Native Instruments DJ.
Okay,
like tractor controller. But that shit's outdated. Like they finally just came out with a new software for it that people are like, because now you can do like the stems. I know that's been hot lately with like producers and DJs,
like stem separator and all that.
Yeah,
bro. It's like a cheat code, man.
Right.
That's
like,
how they've been making a shit ton of money with that.
Yeah,
stuff.
no doubt. But yeah, used to with like the stems, bro. You have to like EQ it just to get as much sound as you can out of it.
I wouldn't even try it. I'd be searching on the internet, YouTube, like for this like stems for certain songs. And find it. Or
and then they had like websites that would do it as well.
Yeah. But I've been using I switched over, not fully switched over, but I've been using Ableton. What is it? What's the other famous DJ?
You're talking about like Serato?
Serato, Serato Studio.
Yeah.
And then they have Serato Sample, but I actually bought the Studio one, so you can actually make beats on there. It's like a DAW, and then it's got the sim separator on there too. And that's why I mainly got it. It's $10 a month. It's not too bad.
Yeah. What is it? DJ Lite or something? I got little turntables that I'm trying to work with, and that's what I got Serato on there.
Yeah, dude, it's fun, man. It's like I never even intended to become a DJ. Like my homie, he was just rapping, and like I was making beats, and my other homie, he was kind of like being the manager. And we were gonna have a show like in our hometown, and he was like, "Hey, why don't you DJ and you can still focus on making beats, but just become our DJ." And I'm like, exactly. I don't want to do that. Like I want to just focus on beats.
Yeah.
And at first I thought he was like telling me like I suck at making beats or something.
Yeah, trying to push you to do something else.
Yeah, but it actually helped a lot. Like it opened my ears up to like a whole nother like sound way of sampling as well too.
I'm Iris Division, and here's a word from our sponsors.
Hey, my family here at Bring 'em Home 24/7 Bail Bonds. Lydia Ortiz here again, trying to get everybody out of jail, get your loved ones home. It doesn't matter, you don't have money, you don't have car, you got some jewelry, you got some property, call me. I am the person that will figure out how to get your loved ones home. I am not requiring full payment at the moment, okay? 50% off for the holidays. It's time to get these family members home. Some people have been there for months. Let me help out. Lydia Ortiz, again, Bring 'em Home 24/7 Bail Bonds. Jail sucks. Hey guys, here with Bring 'em Home 24/7 Bail Bonds at the Dallas location, 161 Pittsburgh Street, Dallas, Texas. Phone number 972-773-9396. Guys, please come check us out. We are blessed again, one more year here. We're going to be doing this toy drive here at the Dallas office. We want everybody from the Metroplex to be able to come here and grab a toy for your loved ones, even the adults. Again, Christmas is for everybody. We will be feeding you and giving each family member a gift, all the way from bicycles, laptops, anything that we feel that we can bring to the families we will have here. Again, first come, first serve. Guys, on the 22nd, I look forward to seeing all y'all. Thank you again from the bottom of my heart. Bring 'em home, Bail Bonds. Have a good day. Hey guys, Lydia Ortiz with Texas Guru Entertainment with
Deja.
Guys, I am so happy and thrilled, excited, all above. Texas Guru Entertainment is getting an opportunity to help 87 Rainy Street, Crazy Conchas. It is a location in downtown Austin. We are going to be helping doing all their marketing, getting everybody in there. Not only is it food, a place to hang out, it's around all the living quarters in Rainy Street. After 8 o'clock, it is a full vibe of club, hanging out, entertainment. We got a downstairs, upstairs, and a patio. Deja, let them know about Crazy Conchas. I'm too hyped up right now.
So at Crazy Contrast, you can expect like a really good vibe. Good music, good food, good drinks, games. We're gonna have all the entertainment that you need. I want you to come out and get this experience for yourself. You will not be disappointed.
That's right, guys. Now we need your help. We're gonna be throwing some things out there on social media. Let us know what kind of music. If you live on Rainy Street already, reach out to Texas Guru Entertainment. We want to bring the best to Rainy Street. We are here. We're not going nowhere, okay? Texas Guru Entertainment is in Austin, Texas, 24/7.
Yeah.
But when you're sampling, I know you said you usually Craig did, but do you also go like on YouTube and like download stuff and sample that, or
Yeah.
what's the process like?
Yeah, I use YouTube a lot just to pretty much try to find some like old jazz and soul and stuff. But I got other websites, I'll go and try to find samples. But whenever it comes down to it, my favorite thing is to get some records and like just find old loops. I started with like records that my grandma would have, and I chop up that shit. But then now I'm actually like out, kind of like getting an idea what I'm looking for,
Is it soul jazz shit like the main stuff you're looking for, or is it just kind of anything?
Really anything, yeah. I mean, I love jazz, that's like, I mean, that's pretty much majority of like boom bap and stuff. You're gonna find some jazz and all that, but then there's like producers out there that go crazy on just wild samples,
Right.
So have you gone to like Doc's Records at all here in
Yeah,
Fort
yeah.
Worth?
I've been there like once or twice, but so one thing I do is like, I try not to like spend too much on the records, because I have like, I don't know, I probably got like at least 1,000, I got a fuck ton of records, So
Like
if
Damn.
yeah. But so
I
like,
thought he had a lot.
so
I just have a little crate.
yeah, bro, yeah. I started with one crate and I
Chest.
moved up to like 12. So I was like, fuck, man. And it used to look cool, all the bread crates, and then now I'm like,
Right.
nah, I need like a shelf for these bitches,
Yeah.
But yeah, I'll go to like record shops and everything and look around. And then like, I mean, if I find something that's really dope, I'll get it. But I'm not gonna spend like $50 on a record, I'm like,
Right.
this old piece of wax, bro, this bitch is gonna, it's gonna be
Sometimes
scratched
those
up
like
or
$1.50 records are like the
no,
ones you find
that's my
the
thing, bro. I
best
go
on.
straight to the dollar bin,
Yeah.
I was thinking like if I wanted to like make beats from old music, I would go to the record shop and then go like look at it and then go look it up and then see if there's
Yeah.
anything.
No, yeah, we'll do that for sure too.
Like just try and find the different things that you wouldn't just find by searching online because you can't really find it like that.
Yeah.
I always looking at like looking at the cover art. And if I fuck with the cover art, then I'll just get it.
Yeah.
I saw this interview Alchemist did like a long time ago. He said anything that has like a like a naked woman on the cover, it's usually gonna be some dope shit. So that's pretty much my goal. I'm
Shout
like,
out to Alchemist.
yeah.
Yeah, that dude's
yeah.
been working for a minute too.
Hell
with
yeah.
everybody.
But yeah, so me and my girl, we'll go to like the record shops, and we'll do that too. Like just take pictures of a couple of them and I'll look them up later. Yeah.
What's your favorite record shop? Like just to go to and like check out.
I go to Half Price Books a lot.
Okay.
Yeah.
That place is badass. I've been going there a lot lately for
Is that where you
DVDs.
usually find gems, or is it like a certain place
Yeah,
where
yeah.
you like?
I find gyms there, because it's like, I don't know. I mean, I don't know the people that work there and shit, but I feel like if you work at a record shop, you kind of have an idea of what is hot. So you work at one of these records, they're gonna like look at it and be like, it's not shit, and throw it in there. So I'll go get the good stuff out of there, you know. But you go to a regular record shop and they're selling them bitches for like $300.
Honestly,
bro.
the one place I've always
put good shit on clearance.
Yeah.
Oh
bro.
yeah.
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 Yeah, dude.
Yeah, my
Dogs be doing that too. They be taxing a little bit on
I guess
some
my
of those,
my
but-
in-law grandparents, they gave me like 200 records one time, so I've been fucking with those. But there's like a ton of like Beatles, Led Zeppelin, Elton John, like the whole collection, bro. They were
you
like,
got that good shit.
yeah,
Dude, there's this one place in my hometown that I went. I think I told the story before, like on the podcast, but it's this little antique shop that was in my hometown, and I went there one morning. This dude was looking through. They had just brought out a bunch of new crates to look through, and I went over there. I was like, the first one is another old dude right next to me, and I pull out Dark Side of the Moon.
yeah.
And it looked like an original copy because like it looked kind of like dusty, dirty, but like the record was still in good shape.
Yeah,
and the
man.
dude was like, "I'll give you $60 right
Was
now
it like
for that."
you
And I was
found
like,
the
"Bro,"
golden ticket?
I
That's
was
what
like,
I
"Bro, these are
pictured.
$1. I'm taking this shit."
Yeah, bro. No,
was
I
like,
still
fuck
have like
that.
2 records I got whenever I was a little ass kid. I didn't even know. I had never used a record player in my life. I just saw them and I was like, I want those. So it's like Captain Fantastic by Elton John, and then some Alice Cooper record. I saw it and I was like, I know who that is. I want that shit.
yeah.
So yeah.
Oh,
So
yeah.
is there any like, I guess, modern music or new artists that came out within the last 2 or 3 years that have inspired you?
I mean, well, he's been around for a minute, but I fuck with like Schoolboy a lot.
Oh,
That's like
okay.
so I listen to like a lot
That
of
Blue
yeah.
Lips
Schoolboy's
album.
like yeah.
I've been playing
Blue
it a
Lips is
lot lately.
crazy. That's one of
I
my
love-
favorite
yeah.
albums. Yeah, anyone off of TDE really. I like Alchemist a lot.
Is there a shot?
Oh yeah, Isaiah Rashad
Yeah.
goes hard. But I don't know. I'm trying to think who like just came out really. Shit, I don't know. Really, all my like go to new age artists is like 2015, you know, around that
Yeah.
era.
Oh, yeah. Who's
Yeah, it's
some-
kind of harder to like find new artists too now because it's like so oversaturated.
Yeah,
like,
yeah. There's this dude from New York named Marlon Craft.
I was actually about to say his name, bro.
he's
He
dope.
goes hard.
Yeah, new wise, but I mean he's
Yeah.
been around for a minute too. But he's finally getting a little bit of a
Yeah.
buzz out there, you know.
I saw he did a song with the Method Man, I think it
Yeah,
was.
bro.
That one's pretty dope.
Yeah,
Yeah, man, it's crazy. Like I like his vibe too and everything.
Yeah,
His
he's tight.
beat selection is just dope.
yeah.
I think that's another thing about you too that stands out is like your beat selection. I mean, obviously you're producing most of your
Yeah.
stuff, but
Yeah,
do you
shout out
produce
my
all
homie.
your stuff? Is it most of it?
No, I was about to say shout out my homie Not Winston. He'll get on sometimes with
Okay,
the beats too. I mean, he's been producing his own, but we're just now like actually working together. We've kicked it for years, but now we're finally like I'm getting on his beats and we're collabing more and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, because used to we pretty much just cook in the same room and be like, yeah, that's dope, and then just throw it away. But now we're like getting it serious. So
Sick.
we're working on this little collective called Dog Set. So I know
yeah.
y'all met us the other day, like 2 of us, but
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So we're slowly like building that, trying to get some merch out and do different shit.
Is there like more like a like a music group or like more like a brand that you're trying to create?
Yeah, I guess like just kind of like an aura.
A
You know what I mean?
collective.
Yeah, like a collective thing.
It's a good,
I've been
it's a
seeing
good word.
those like that word a lot lately, but it's like I don't know. It's hard to really define it. It's like a group of people to me
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
each person offers something different, so you can't really define
Yeah,
one
yeah.
thing that you do because everyone together can have like a whole different idea than what they did.
Yeah.
I used to really
yesterday.
fuck with Brockhampton because of that.
Brockhampton was
Yeah.
crazy for a minute.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, pretty much like I guess like Odd Future did. You know, they all got together and then
Oh,
branched
yeah.
off and did their own thing. Because if you tie down to a group, like we've already done it before.
Groups
you know,
don't last.
yeah, we had the
Most of the
group.
time.
Everybody gets mad and then they all
Yeah.
bail out. So I was like, no, it's not a group now. It's like it's just you work, I work, we
Mhm.
work together, and then we're gonna build
Yeah.
each other, and then we go our
Yeah.
ways. You know.
I feel like that's the way to do it.
Yeah.
For sure. Because, I mean, bands, groups, like they just usually don't work out.
Especially
No,
how
exactly.
easy it is to create now. Like it's so easy
Oh, yeah.
to just like have a thought in your room and go outside and do it really quick,
Mhm.
and then
I mean,
like
you can even
instead
like,
of having to get everyone together just to
Yeah.
create that, it's like, well,
Right.
I'm doing this. This is my own thing here.
So that's like my issue because I mean I got the whole studio at my house. I can cook up anytime I want. I can make my songs, mix them. I do the cover art. I'll do everything, and then I have my wife like shoot videos for me, so I could literally
Dang.
do it all on my own.
Yeah.
And I'm like, no, I want like a team because I
Yeah.
mean you need one really to actually make it somewhere. You gotta
Yeah.
have like a team that's working.
Yeah,
you know?
well, the
Right.
bigger you get, the more you need one
Yeah.
for sure. But it's better to start like sooner, so you know, like you can trust them around.
No,
you, or, like,
exactly,
you have more
yeah.
time with them before
Mhm.
like shit really blows up.
Yeah,
you know?
and then that goes back to why we're not calling it like a group and it's a collective. Is because like, bro, I don't know. It's a business thing, you know. At the end of the day, you
Yeah.
can't let your feelings get like too involved with it. I mean, like, yeah, we're close. We're gonna have some good times and stuff. But like at the end of the day, like if you're bad for business, you got to go.
yeah,
know,
for
like-
sure.
yeah.
Yeah.
There's those people that could be slacking and, it's
Yeah.
just like,
Mm-hmm.
what, what are you putting on the table,
Yeah.
What's the value in this? But
But yeah, like I said, I told you I've been rapping since like 6th grade, so it's like
Yeah.
I'm not messing around, bro. I'm like taking this seriously for real. So like,
yeah, I mean, it's been shown, bro, like just from the cookout cipher that
Yeah,
you just
yeah.
did.
Yeah.
Just the engagement on that was crazy. Like,
Like the
everyone was commenting
performance
on
of it, like it was
Yeah.
like you weren't just standing there like this, like you were
Yeah.
actually like moving and looking into the cameras and stuff. Like I was
Yeah.
watching that too. I was like, dang, that was really good.
hell yeah. No, I
Dude,
appreciate
a lot
that
of people
for
fuck
real.
with the song too. Is
Yeah,
it
yeah.
unreleased song, right?
Yeah, it's on release right now.
What was
It's
the name of it again?
It's a real type of shit.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Yeah, well, I think that's the name. I have that's what I typed up whenever I finished it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And you made that beat too?
yeah, yeah.
Ooh, yeah. Dude, that
Or-
beat.
no, that's
sick.
actually not Winston. Now I'm thinking about it.
Yeah.
yeah. So he'll come over, or he'll just like email me a beat, and he's like, "Yo, I made this today," and I'll hear it. And I'm like, "Fucking, I'm taking that, bro." Before he can even upload it on like whatever you call BeatStars or whatever. Or,
Yeah.
Like we have our own website where we're uploading beats too. So like before he can even get them on there, I'm like grabbing out mine first. I'm
Hell
like,
yeah.
nah, bro, no one's getting that. I'm fucking with that beat.
Oh yeah. No, I fuck with that beat, but or that song. But the one you were promoting before that, what was the name of
Run
that
It
one?
Up.
Yeah, Run It Up.
Yeah, yeah,
That-
yeah.
The beat on that one's sick too.
Yeah,
Just
I
the
did that
flow
one.
on that
That's
one.
on me.
But yeah, because when you sent the track over, I was thinking you were going to send that one. I was telling Esteban, I was like, man, you should have sent the other one. But then I was listening to the other one when I was mixing all the tracks up, and I was like, nah, this one's going to hit, bro.
Yeah,
like just the way
yeah.
it
Yeah.
lined up with the other tracks too,
Yeah.
with the other artists. I was like, this one's going to be perfect.
It would have been like smart, to throw Run It Up on because it had just dropped like
Right,
the week
like the
before
engagement.
that. But yeah, I was like, nah, fuck with this song,
Yeah.
bro. It's hard. Like, I don't know, I'll make some songs. I'm like, yeah, these are dope, and I'll sit on it for a year, you know. And then like that real type of shit, I made that, bro, and we've been bumping it since. I'm like, yeah, this is something, you know. I fuck with it.
Dude, that's what I've been doing a lot with. Like, once I do get the time to like sit down and make some beats, like I'll go back to like super old beats from like 2012, 2013, and I'll just like go and fix it up.
Hell yeah.
Update the drums, obviously, because the drums back then are probably like shit.
Bro, my computer's crashed like 5 times, so like pretty much that's my problem right now. Yeah, too. I get 5 months of beats. If I'm not using any of them or they're not on my drive, I'll trash them, bro. Like, dang. Yeah, so there's so many beats out there that I made that are just gone.
When you lose shit and you're like, fuck.
Yeah. But I mean, I also like...
Y'all both have laptops?
I got a laptop and a PC.
I feel like y'all need to... You need to switch over to I'm
getting a PC.
Like, you really do.
For sure.
I go off a buck.
I already know which one I'm getting. Like, I'm waiting for...
Yeah.
I'm about to get it.
Yeah, I need to get like a terabyte or something, you know. The PC I'm using is like the first one I started with. I paid $60 for it, and I've just been like putting it through like the ringer, you know.
No, I think the one that I looked at's got like 2 terabytes, I think.
Yeah, man. So that's what I need.
They do that now?
Yeah.
Especially like downloading so much shit off of YouTube. That's like my main problem. All the beats and samples I download, it's like, it takes up so much space.
It adds up for sure. I mean, I with like camera stuff too, like if you're recording in 4K, fuck.
No,
builds up files. I have to like offload shit all the time or just like delete it if I don't really need it. But
I got freaking
all the time.
Flash drives and SD cards laying all around the studio and shit.
Hell yeah. So, who's somebody like in the city that you like love working with anytime?
Dude, I was just about to ask that same question.
Or just like fuck with in general, like their music.
Yeah. I mean, y'all know Big Mars or Tony Love? Y'all heard of them?
I think I've heard of Tony Love.
So,
I think I've heard of Tony
I mean,
Love,
that's like my OG, like, local area homies. You know, I've been fucking with them since I first started fucking around out here, you know, and, like, getting on shows. They were, like, some of the first people I saw performing. I was like, yeah, these guys are tight. So, yeah, Tony Love, Big Mars, my homie Slug D-Lo. He's from over a Fostepco area and shit. He records a lot with them.
We know him. We've
that's
had him on before.
Yeah, we had him on the podcast.
Okay, bet.
Yeah, I like seeing him perform. He gets like so hyped up, and I'm like, hell
he's dope.
yeah.
Oh, yeah, his energy is like
his lyrics too. His lyrics are freaking awesome.
Yeah,
remember whenever I first saw him, I was like, that dude is freaking awesome.
No, yeah,
right
he's
there.
wild. I remember, I think first time I saw him, we were both performing at a show, and I was like, yeah, I fuck with this guy. He's tight. But yeah, we're about to link up on some shit too.
Oh yeah. That's dope. You just had a show too with Fostepco, right? At the Dude, I wanted to go so bad. I had my kids with me though. I was on daddy duty, so
I feel that, bro. Yeah.
But how did the show go? Like,
bro, it was tight. It was a good ass turnout and everything.
It was a good lineup for sure.
Yeah, bro. Every artist on there was just like fucking wild. And like anytime I get on stage, you know, like it's one of my favorite things to do is perform. I get off and I'm like, fuck yeah, I rock that bitch. I'm like, let me see who can go after me. And like the 3 dudes that went after me, I was like, bro, what the fuck, man? I was like, y'all are crazy, bro. Because there's like, I'm not like gassing myself up, but there's like a lot of like local shows I'll go to and it's just like, it's whack, man. I'm like, I don't know. But yeah, Fostepco brought dope ass artists out. It was fucking wild. I was like,
where was
I
that
fuck with
show
this.
at?
I was at the Haltom Theater. Shout out to Haltom as well. That's my home.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Yeah, he does some really awesome shows.
Hell yeah. And then like a month ago I threw one called Dog Days and same spot and everything, but we had like 25 artists on that bitch. So it's pushing more like a festival, you know, but it was crazy too. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So other than that place, what are some of the other places that you like performing at around this area?
Out here, well, it's called the Cicada now. It used to be the Mass, but I haven't been there since they transitioned. But yeah, whenever it was the Mass, I loved it over there. It was always tight.
Yeah.
It's pretty much the same still.
Yeah. And then I performed at the Rail like 2 or 3 times, but it was like during COVID a little bit, so they were still like losing the business. Yeah. I think they reopened again.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't heard of them in a minute.
But yeah, and then I always like house shows too. It's been a minute since I've done one, and I'm trying to put one together, but house shows are crazy.
I think the first time I saw you perform, I want to say it's for an Eric Evans show at Tulips.
Okay,
Might have been there. I'm not sure. But
I think you were
opening up, and that's like the first time I ever heard it. You know?
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Tulips is like right over there. We could walk there from here. I want to go. I want to walk there from here one of these days. Like go see somebody, but like pregame here.
No, I mean that'd work out. No Uber, none of that shit.
Yeah. Dang, that place is expensive. Every time I go, I'll get like 4 or 5 drinks, and it's like $100 something, and I'm like, what the fuck?
I was gonna book the show there, and they told me like $700, I think, just to book it. And I was like, it might have been more than that, honestly. But I was like, nah, I'm good on that, bro. I was like,
dang.
Yeah. It's like you got to know for sure, like you're gonna make some.
Yeah, exactly.
Have
Like
a good
otherwise, I'm
lineup.
coming out of pocket on a.
Like
and
do
I'm,
a lot of pre-sale.
yeah,
Yeah, throwing shows is hard.
which that's my thing. I suck at pre-sales. I mean, we'll promote and everything, but I don't know what
no one
else
ever
to
buys
do.
pre-sales.
Yeah,
no one ever.
like my
It's
first
like
show.
usually the day of. They're like, oh, what?
Yeah,
Where are the pre-sales at?
that's where I'm at.
Everyone's
Yeah,
like so
I count on the door.
spontaneous
Yeah,
now.
Yeah.
only pre-sales I can count on is like some like close relatives that are coming from out of state or something. You know.
Yeah.
And that's one thing we've been talking about. Like, even people nowadays, like you put like a link, check my link in bio. Like, people won't
They
even
don't
like do
click
the
on
extra
that
steps
shit.
to do that.
Yeah, bro. Then
It's
you
like
gotta
you-
make it in their face, like
Yeah.
super easy. And I see them things
Yeah.
that where it says like shop now. I feel like I need to start
Yeah.
using those. That way they'll
Like
click
on the
that.
stories?
Yeah, because it's
Yeah.
right there. You
Yeah.
know.
Sometimes
Yeah.
it's hard for me to find it, or like it won't load correctly,
Yeah.
or it's just weird for me. So I'm like, if there's a direct link that goes right to the website,
Like, straight
it's
to it.
easier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just even hate posting
just
a
gotta
link in
think of,
bio
like-
because I know
I don't-
no one's
I don't
gonna
ever
like
post
Put
Yeah.
yourself in
Yeah.
the shoes of like the most basic, like easiest consumer that would
Yeah.
click something like
Mhm.
just 1 or 2 clicks and that's
Yeah,
it. After that, it's like, let's move on.
I'll straight up send it to your DM, and just
Yeah.
be like, go check this out for me. Let me
That
know
would
what you
probably
think.
be a better option.
And
Yeah.
instead of like mass messaging, I always felt like a dickhead for doing that. I'll
Fuck it.
Stop mass messaging.
Yeah, well,
For
I'll,
real.
I'll
I
say
mass
fuck
message.
it.
I'll do it in a different way. I'll literally
No,
message
yeah.
every single person individually, like with something legit,
Yeah.
or like I'll hit them up. It's kind of sneaky. I'll hit them up a couple days before, like build a report and then hit them with the link. That way they're
Yeah.
like,
I'm
yeah,
fine with mass messaging. I mean,
But like
I
every
don't
day
really
at the
have
same
that
time,
many.
every morning as soon as you
Like,
wake up, it's already
yeah.
like
I think I
right
know
there.
not
who you're
clicking on that
talking
shit,
about.
yeah.
maybe.
Chill out.
It'll just be random rappers that I meet at shows and stuff, and then they just start sending me the link every day. I'm like, bro,
Yeah.
I'm not
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
not touching that thing, bro. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. It's weird.
What do you like to do like for fun around here?
I mean, I got my son. I hang out with him a lot. We were building some Legos earlier.
Oh yeah.
Pretty much music. If I'm free, I work a lot, hang out with him and my family and stuff. If not, I'm doing music,
Yeah.
shooting little videos, promos, just anything I can, music related.
Oh yeah.
Are there any like cool spots that you've taken him that you're like, dang, I wish I would have been here when I was a kid?
I mean, we go to like a lot of parks and stuff. Yeah, pretty much parks. But it's all the parks that
Yeah.
I've gone to because I've been everywhere
Yeah.
in this neighborhood. I've done everything out here. That's
That
all I did whenever I was younger, is just
Dream
stay
Park.
outside. Yeah. Oh yeah, Dream Park's
That
pretty
place
cool.
is awesome.
Yeah, we went one
It's kinda
time, but
scary though too.
it was like super packed. Yeah, and it's
Yeah.
like back in the corner and stuff.
But
Why is it scary?
well, there's that one slide that just like rolls, right? It's got the little rollers
Yeah,
on it.
yeah.
That shit's kind of sketchy.
Well, I
don't
feel like
know.
I'm gonna get my fingers stuck
Like a
in
high
it.
And then
speed
kids
slide?
are assholes like trying to like cut and like,
Yeah,
I'm like,
yeah.
bro, I'm trying to go down too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Dang.
No, it's good. I'm like 6'4", so I can just like
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
mob, bro. I don't care.
Just
yeah.
grab him from up there.
But yeah, my son the
That's
other day,
good.
he was on them rollers, like trying to run up it, and I'm like,
yeah, yeah, that shit's kind of scary. What about for the foodies? What's good places to eat in the city that you love? It's like your hot spots.
I mean, this is over in Haltom, so like 15 minutes away, but it's called Texas Star Grill. I've been going there since I was a kid. They're super fire. It's like right off Roof Snow. It's dope. And then anytime the homies come out here, we usually go to like Whataburger, of course, because everybody's hypes it up, which I hate it. It's cool. I'll eat it.
It's
but
not the same anymore.
Yeah. But yeah, we go to like Old South Pancake House. I guess that's
Oh,
a
yeah.
forward spot,
That's a good spot. Right
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
Didn't
fuck
it
with that.
originate like there in Haltom, or was it?
Shit, I have no idea, honestly.
Yeah, because we just got one in. I live closer to Burleson. like
Okay,
Everton
yeah,
area.
yeah.
So there's one right there.
There's one right here
that
off
just built on
University.
some-
All right.
Oh,
Perfect.
oh yeah, yeah.
That old looking
That
one.
might be the original one.
with
I don't
the that one looks really old.
Yeah.
Like-
but it's really good.
I've honestly never ate it though.
Oh, for real?
Yeah,
I think
I've
they're
never ate
24
it.
hours.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Me and my brother used to work at a cutting edge haunted house. So we'd like,
okay.
yeah, we'd like leave there at like 3 or 4 in the morning or whatever and be at Old South, and like
Oh yeah.
just kick it there. Or like long ass nights and getting like fucked up, I'll just like somehow crawl out of someone's car and end up there. I'm like, what the
Yeah,
fuck,
it's not
bro?
that far from 7th. So
Yeah,
it's
exactly.
Were you like a scare guy like there?
Yeah,
Like
I did
cutting
it
edge?
like 2 or 3 times. He worked like full seasons.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just
that's
kind of like
sick.
volunteered because I was like 15. I don't even think I could work there like that.
Yeah. The
would
only
be
ever time I
fun.
went there, I was drunk as hell, so I was just like
Yeah.
having a good time, like walking in, like laughing and shit.
Yeah, shout out I don't know, Champa and D Nice. I don't know if you've heard of them, but they're they
Yeah,
used
I've
to
heard
work
of
at Cutting
Champa,
Edge
yeah.
as well. Yeah.
Oh hell yeah.
Dang.
yeah.
I feel like I would scare the people too much. Like I would be the person to get punched in the face because
I had a teacher
Yeah.
I
that
did it
was
too
one-
much. Like I'd be like ninja, like creeping up and then be like,
I'm pretty
No,
sure like you can
they would
sue
fuck
and
me up
stuff. They
there.
got security and all that if
Oh,
people
yeah.
swing on you. I know my brother's got like horror stories of being swung on, but Most
You gotta
people
be like quick.
Yeah, it was hard for me because like I'd start laughing whenever people got scared, and like their thing is like not like normal haunted houses. You're supposed to be like real quiet.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
like you
yeah.
just kind of lean into them. Like that's weird, bro. Or like
Yeah.
just bang
Just
stuff.
do a crazy laugh if you
Yeah.
start laughing. Like,
So I had a
Demented,
teacher. He was a
fucked up
scary
laugh.
guy. I think a haunted house up in Denton. But they would go all out like crazy. Like he
Yeah,
would show
yeah.
us videos of them, and like they did like the zombie thing where they're all like
Yeah,
walking.
man.
And
Oh,
he would,
hell
like
no.
we were like one day like we want to hear your laugh. Like how do you do? And he's just like he went in. We were
Just
like,
hit it. Yeah, I'm
like you're
nah,
a fucking
man.
psychopath.
Yeah.
Like, chill out.
it's weird hearing like a super quiet person like get loud like that. Like I have this person I work with, and he's like so quiet, but then he was also like in the military and stuff. So when we have to do like a cheer or chant for work, he gets so loud, and I'm like, I've never heard him be like that. Like,
So it's introverted extroverts.
yeah,
Yeah. No
that
doubt.
stuff's crazy.
Yeah.
Did y'all ever hear of like that weird haunted house that's like, I forgot where it's at, but they can like actually torture you and stuff?
Oh, you
Yeah.
gotta pay
It
for
was like
it.
somewhere in Waco or
Yeah, yeah.
It's
something
in
like that.
Texas. I thought it was in a different state, but
I think they
No, I
got
think
a
there's one
couple
in
of
Waco.
them. But yeah, you pretty much like
Well,
sign a
hell
waiver
no.
and they're gonna keep you there for like however many hours, you know,
Yeah.
and you try to
Fuck
make it
that.
through the whole thing.
I think I know the one you're talking. It was like commercials of it, and people are like getting like blood splattered.
Yeah,
on
they
them.
put you in like
Yeah.
a bathtub and
Yeah.
like they like
yeah.
tie them up
That's
and
just
stuff,
crazy.
or they'll like waterboard them, but not all the way.
Yeah. That's for like that's some freaky like juggalo shit, you know. I'm not into that stuff. I'm good.
That's fucking crazy to sign up for that. And
Yeah.
for I could see them making it because they think people would sign up, and people do sign up, but
Yeah, no
shit,
doubt.
Hell no.
Nah, I don't do shit like that. I'm good. It's like way too out of my comfort zone, you know.
Yeah,
I'm
no.
like, I don't even go to
I
haunted
love spooky
houses.
season, but I don't.
Yeah.
That's just too much.
I don't fuck with ghosts or demons at all.
Mm-mm.
Either one of those.
I want to watch that new Netflix movie, The Deliverance.
No.
Bro,
Have you
yeah,
heard
there's,
of it?
yeah, I saw something about the other day. They're
I
saying
I
it's
keep
like a,
skipping the commercial because it pops up like I'm all
What?
chilling, like, and then I can
Yeah.
just hear it, and I'm like, "Fuck this! I don't want this."
I saw this thing where I guess like the director said he had a priest on set the whole time because it was like,
Good.
yeah, weird shit was happening. I'm
Good.
like, yeah, I don't know. I feel like you know
They're
that might
inviting
just
that
be for like
energy in.
clickbait, you know.
On one of the, I think it was The Conjuring.
Yeah, yeah.
One of the girls on there like had like a something like that happen. No. Actually, it was on
Insidious.
no. What's that show that America?
Oh, horror story.
yeah.
Horror story. Yeah, yeah.
That what's that lady's name? She's usually all in all the all in the seasons, but something happened to her one time. They were doing like
Can't think.
it was like the
Sarah Paulson?
Louisiana. Yeah, her. That shit was crazy. Apparently, they were doing some like voodoo witchcraft like episode, and something came over, and then like they were all freaking out. The lights like fluttered and stuff.
That
Well, you
sounds
got to think
wild,
about
yeah.
how much, like, if you believe in like God and the devil, you got to think of how much energy they're putting into just making that. Like, how many people are sitting there like watching it, putting their energy and thoughts into it. So, I mean,
Some dark
I don't
spirits.
welcome that. I don't like to welcome that. I don't like to
Yeah,
even
no.
watch that stuff because shit can happen.
I'll watch that stuff. Yeah, but I guess you know, like I ask nicely, like not to mess with me. I'm just watching it for entertainment. You know.
Yeah.
I'm not
Yeah.
trying to welcome anything in my house.
Have your hand on the Bible the whole
Yeah,
entire
for
time,
real.
type shit. Because fuck no, I don't like to watch
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Maybe at somebody else's house. I'll go to your house and go watch it. but-
I used to whenever I was younger. I was like a horror freak, and my brother, like he was the same way. Used to do like the makeup and all that shit for like scary movies and stuff. So like,
What?
yeah, we were like all into horror, and I just like got out of it. I don't know. I need my energy to be up, so I try to watch like
yeah.
Yeah.
uplifting shit.
Even
That does
music too.
drain
Like
you
some
a lot.
music.
Yeah.
You know, I used to listen to some pretty dark stuff, but
Yeah, everything's got to be like motivational for me, pretty much. Like,
Bastard from Tyler the Creator.
oh yeah,
That was
Dude,
like,
yeah,
I felt like that was some weird dark shit. Like
yeah.
how slow the piano was, just like the mood
Mhm.
of the music. It's like, if you just listen to that
And
all
now
day,
he's
you're
totally
not going to
different.
have that many
Yeah, you're not
positive
gonna
thoughts.
feel good, man.
But
yeah.
now look at him.
Yeah, now
he's
he's
like
Flower Boy.
yeah, exactly.
Anything can happen in Hollywood or in the music
and
industry.
we're kids at the time too, so like we're
Mhm.
Yeah.
It was just the vibe, you know, it was
Yeah.
cool. Like Hobson, he was around for a minute and he was doing the
Right.
horrorcore thing.
Oh, yeah.
I heard some crazy shit about him too, but I'm not gonna get into that.
Shit, now I want to know. I'm like, what happened?
Apparently he was like a clone. Like he's actually like
Oh, Gucci
Oh,
Mane?
not the fucking
Yeah.
clone.
Oh,
Yeah.
no, yeah, Gucci Mane's the clone and Hobson is dressed
Yeah.
up as him or whatever. Yeah, bro. That's like 4 or
That
5
shit's
years old.
crazy.
Yeah, I saw
I've been
that.
looking into Martin Lawrence.
Martin Lawrence.
Yeah, I've been
Yeah,
looking
that-
a lot into it,
What
and
is he
that
doing
shit's
now?
freaky. That shit is like so weird how he like would go crazy and Like
What?
that one. Apparently, at one point he went crazy and was like, "They're gonna kill me. They're gonna kill me."
Yeah.
What the hell?
And then that's like, I think that was like in 1997. And then after that, people saw that he had changed.
Yeah.
But then like the new him said that that never happened. But there's like recordings of it and stuff. Like
That's crazy.
I went and searched it
Yeah.
on not Google, but like a different browser that doesn't restrict stuff. And there was like so much. Like I changed the dates to like 1997.
Yeah.
I found so much
Damn, you was
shit.
like really digging in there. That's crazy.
I was, because I'm like,
That's
there's no
wild.
way these fucking clones, like this fucking clone
Nah.
shit is happening this deep. But then I just kept
Yeah.
researching, and I'm like, damn,
What
I
is
don't
it,
like to like just believe everything I hear. So I'm
Conspiracies
like,
and stuff.
nah,
Yeah.
I'm gonna see what the fuck is happening.
Yeah.
It was weird.
No, I've always thought, about him, like just something happened to him for sure.
Yeah.
That's crazy. I
'Cause
didn't even know
he
that.
was. I was watching the Grammys maybe like 2 or 3 years ago. Not the Grammys. What's the other one? The Emmys.
Yeah.
And because he was on Martin for so long, they never got a Grammy for that show because back then it was just that shit would happen.
Yeah.
People get snubbed like that, and
Well, they said like he was like crazy back then and like really hyper and go off and do
they
some
like
crazy
brought him up to
shit.
present an award for like someone there, and he just looked like he
Falling
just
apart?
wasn't there. Like he was just like
Yeah.
going up there and he just like either he was really drunk or he's just
That's
fucked up on some
wild.
shit.
Yeah,
I
that
don't
shit's
know.
scary, bro. I try to like, hear no evil, see no evil. I try to just stay away from it,
yeah.
Because I did the conspiracy thing for a minute. I was like,
Yeah.
it's just like a rabbit
hole.
hole. Yeah.
Yeah.
And just like slowly start watching, and I see things about like weird like fifth dimensional teleporters and shit, and I'm like, nah, man, that's
Dude,
none of my business.
That's my TikTok. I can't even get on TikTok because
Yeah,
just be
bro.
like popping up. I'm
And then
like, fuck.
now that I'm
That's
talking about
my
it, it's gonna come
job.
up later. I'm
Yeah.
good.
At work, that's all my coworker talks about is
Yeah.
going to the fifth dimension. He's like, this is how you do it. Jim. That's all he talks about.
Yeah.
And I'm like, damn, like
That's some Joe
for
Rogan
someone to
shit.
be telling me
Tumor
that like
stuff.
all the time, I'm like, for me at
So you
some
gotta
point it
take
has
some
to mean
DMT,
something,
yeah.
right?
then LSD and then mushrooms and then you'll go into the
Oh,
fifth
this
dimension.
candy flip or whatever.
Let's find out
Yeah.
on the next episode.
Yeah, no doubt.
Shit.
No, I'm just kidding. I don't think I'd be able to do that on camera. I'd be like, they're watching the whole time.
I think it'd be fun.
What, DMT
Really?
or what?
I've done DMT once.
Oh, okay.
That was it.
I would maybe do shrooms or like a
I do shrooms.
light dose of acid, light hit.
Yeah, that was my whole 2015 to 2016 era. That's all I was doing. A bunch of psychedelics and shit.
Damn.
Yeah.
I was like,
Do
yeah,
you
let
feel
me
like you
get out of
learned
this.
anything from it?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, for sure. So like at the time I was doing it, I thought I was like a hippie, I was listening to like Earth Gang and Flatbush Zombies and shit. I was like
Flatbush
opening my
Zombies.
third eye, But I don't know, anytime I did like LSD or like mushrooms, I always did like spiritually, I mean,
Yeah.
like you can gas it up and say that a lot, but like my thing was like I'd like trip and then be like, I'm gonna go into this learning something, or like trying,
Right.
like
Yeah.
not, or like
with a question in mind,
Yeah,
trying to like
yeah.
find an
Yeah.
answer. I feel that.
Yep. I do
but
the same
or
exact
come
thing.
out of it with like something, So yeah, instead of being like recreational, I was like feeling like a shaman, Actually, like I feel like that's what it's for,
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
like the last thing I did was like 8 grams of mushrooms. That
Holy
spiritually woke me
shit.
the fuck up, bro. And I've never done anything since. I'm good, bro.
Yeah.
Like psychedelic wise, I just quit everything after that. But yeah, DMT, same thing. That shit was like wild, But yeah, I feel like other people, they just kind of like, it's like psychonauts, you just do it for fun with your homies and
Yeah.
shit. But
I feel
That-
like your brain can
that's
only
actually-
take so much of
yeah,
it.
yeah.
Right. That like the only time I did it, I was randomly living in Oklahoma, and then some girl like came over and she was like, "I'm gonna do it with all y'all," and she had it on her for like the whole 2 weeks, and she's like, "Yeah, I've been on it, just hitting it every morning." I'm like, "What the?
Oh
fuck,
hell
bro?"
no!
She's like super woke.
Yeah. No, she was like, I don't know. She's got it.
But yeah, I had to like learn to not be dependent on stuff, 'cause,
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
I had a homie that whenever we were like fucking around with acid and shit, he just like kept doing it all the time, and I was like, nah, this is getting bad.
That'll
so
change you.
yeah,
Yeah.
Change like your brain chemistry after a
Mhm.
while.
yeah,
Like,
it puts
well, anything
wormholes in your
will.
brain and all that shit. Yeah,
Yeah.
and I remember like before I ever did it, they were like, yeah, once you do it, there's like no turning back from it. Like the way you see things now, it's not gonna be the same. And then
That's
they're right, bro,
true.
'cause that's how it's been since,
Because now you know that there's a different way to see things.
Exactly. I
Like
see like fractal
something that
images
nobody
and shit,
can describe to you unless you
Yeah.
did it yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Now that you know that, it's like,
I
well,
got like
Yeah.
a new love for life off of it though, and like
Yeah.
plants
Yeah.
and trees and the
Right,
sun and
right.
stuff. I'm like, yeah, this shit's actually like really beautiful,
Honestly, I think like after the first time I did shrooms, that's because that's the first psychedelic I ever did. I was like, I'm not gonna litter no more. I feel
Yeah.
bad like littering.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know why. Like,
Yeah, whenever I did a DMT, I was like smoking cigarettes the whole time, and I just like look at them for like 5 seconds, be like, "No, these are bad. I'm quitting." And I would like catch myself in a loop, lighting up another one, and then like by the time I was like coming down, I looked down, and my whole pack is across the ground, like half lit, you know,
That's
still
a
burning out
sign.
and shit. Yeah,
did you quit?
yeah. So
okay.
I actually quit cigarettes first, then I quit smoking bud, then quit drinking. So it's been like 2 or 3 years for each of those, and then I quit sodas about 3 years ago as well.
Oh, yeah.
Now I'm pushing out fast food, trying to do it all.
Yeah.
Fast food, I mean, if you do enough research, it's pretty easy to push out.
Yeah.
For the most part, like sometimes you might break every once in a while, but
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
as long as for the most part, if you get rid of it, like you're doing yourself like a huge favor.
Mhm.
Oh yeah. 'Cause all those
All the
processed
processed
Yeah,
shit.
yeah. So
Bad.
that's what had me quitting like soda, because I don't know, I knew how bad it was and shit, and it like fucked my teeth up, and then my chest started hurting really bad, like drinking
Yeah.
soda, and I was like, yeah, man, and I just slowly like went from Dr. Pepper to root beer to Sprite, and then I was just like, yeah, I'm done, and just cut that out. And now fast food's doing like the same thing. I'm like, I can actually feel this affecting me, you know.
Yeah.
And I've seen like a lot of my family get like just like overweight, not be able to go on diets and shit. I'm like, I don't want to do that, bro. Like, nah.
Yeah.
And it
Or you
kills
just
them,
like
you know.
start to
Yeah.
feel sick once you see someone like every single day eating that. It's
Yeah.
like, ooh, like why are
Mhm.
you doing that to yourself? Like that is not good.
Yeah.
But it tastes good.
But sometimes it's like the
Yeah.
only option. Sometimes like some people don't have enough money to actually like go get
Yeah.
all the groceries and stuff.
Which
like,
is crazy though, you know, because you go spend $25 at McDonald's on 2 or 3 combos or whatever. You could have spent 25 on, you know, some meat and some vegetables and like
yeah, some
Yeah.
eggs.
yeah, and then you cook at your house and that shit tastes so good. And it
Yeah.
like and you're full longer. You eat fast
Yeah.
food
And
and
they
I'm
have
hungry.
leftovers
Yeah, yeah.
for the rest of the week.
Yeah,
If-
I guess people have
Space
to
it
stop
out.
being in such a rush.
Yeah, exactly.
That's
Just,
what
like,
it is.
chill
That's what
out.
it is.
Just
Or
slow down.
just like cater to, like, here you go.
Mhm.
You know.
I was thinking the other day, like, I think people fucked up whenever we started using like food as pleasure instead of just like nutrition.
Which
like, I
sounds
feel like a
crazy.
lot
That's
of
one of the
things
7
got
deadly
fucked up.
sins.
Yeah.
Like,
Gluttony.
imagine how much more
Overeating.
pollution there is because somebody wants a caramel flavored K-cup instead of a vanilla flavored
Mhm.
K-cup. Like, that's a whole extra like littering trash, like just so much more trash because
Yeah.
things like that.
like enjoying it's cool or whatever, yeah, but just eat something, get full
Yeah.
and keep going, you know?
Yeah, that dude. I've been on the
We
same thing
overdid
too.
it.
Like, I've been eating terrible, drinking a
have?
lot. Yeah,
I
And it's,
can't.
like,
I haven't
I'm
been able
feeling
to.
it, you know, so
Yeah.
I'm like, and then also seeing my dad. He's been going through some stuff, like health stuff, and it's almost the same thing that.
Yeah.
man.
So I'm like, I gotta change, man. I
That's
gotta
what had me,
cut shit out.
Yeah.
Start really focusing on
Mhm.
on my
that's
health.
that's what got me off the drugs and all that shit. Cause like every single homie I ever grew up with fell off. They're either dead or in jail, you know. And I'm like, yeah,
Yeah.
that's not what I want to do with my life, you know.
Right.
And then yeah, the
Mhm.
alcohol killed my grandparents. Smoking killed my grandparents, you know. So I'm like, yeah, I'm not gonna do that shit either, you know. And then yeah, now it's the food. I'm like watching it kill people, and I'm like, this
Oh,
is
yeah.
bad, bro. I'm like, it's crazy.
Right.
There's been like so many food recalls too. Like,
Yeah.
I think at some point, like we're just gonna get to a point where we start growing our own shit again. Like
Mhm.
that's gonna be the only option because everything's gonna be like toxic or poisonous to us. Like even
Yeah.
freaking
Well, it
like
is.
lettuce
Already.
and spinach and all that
Yeah.
shit. That's one of the things that's getting recalled the most. The
Mhm.
shit that's supposed to be healthy for us. Like
Uh,
what the fuck are we supposed to eat now?
I got on the kick of trying to like grow my own food, but we planted a fuck ton of vegetables and grew like 1 tomato. And I was like, yeah, we might just go
Dang.
back to like, yeah, might go to Whole Foods or something.
I mean, yeah, that
Hey.
shit takes time, but
Yeah.
Trial and
eventually
error.
you might as well start now instead of
Yeah.
waiting for later
Mhm.
whenever shit's too
Right.
fucked up.
Yeah, I'm like terrible at gardening. I tried it. I was like, nah, it's too much. I got like a couple plants in my house that
Yeah.
have lasted a while, but
Yeah, that shit. It is hard. You really gotta dive deep into it and like really
Yeah.
know how to grow shit.
The different
I
soils
think the
and
only
shit.
thing I ever
Yeah.
tried to grow is just a weed plant. That was it. And I
yeah,
actually
yeah.
hated it, like-
I mean, I could do that. Yeah.
You just gotta talk to it and it'll be fine.
right.
Yeah, and I mean, Texas soil sucks too.
Oh, yeah.
You go out there and try to just grow it in the dirt. It's not happening,
Dude, yeah,
bro.
I think I started growing it like in the springtime, so it was a lot of rain, a lot of
Yeah,
good weather,
yeah.
and as soon as summer hit, it was
Yeah, I had this little plant whenever I was a kid. It was like a little bud leaf, and it was growing. I went down to smell it, and I was like, "This is some gas, bro." I was like, "Hell yeah!" And like the next day, it like started budding. Finally saw a leaf on it. I was like, "Okay, bet." And I didn't tell nobody. And then the lawn guys came, and I went outside, and it's laying on its side. I was like, "Fuck, man."
dang.
Dang, that's fucked up.
That's what we did with the little plant I grew. Like I just left it up there because it just dried out.
Yeah,
and I was
yeah.
like, And then my friend brought it down one day, and he was like, we're gonna smoke that Dennis Special.
Yeah,
Rolled it
bro.
up, dude. And actually, it wasn't bad.
Like catch a buzz,
but it
like,
definitely was.
It's like some
It was like
what's
some
that, Delta
CBD,
or whatever.
yeah.
Yeah.
Basically.
Make your eyes red. That's about it.
No,
But,
for sure. Yeah, it made you like super cotton mouth and eyes red. You're like,
Like cotton mouth, or am I like having a reaction to this shit? It's like
Right.
fucking me up.
allergies and shit. But
Do you have any like shows coming up or anything you want to
New
promote
music?
before we finish up?
Shit. I mean, yeah, I got some new music coming out. I got a song dropping next Friday. It's
Okay.
called Let It Shine. I recorded it at like 4 a.m. with the dogs, you know.
Dang.
And yeah, as soon as we did it, I was like, yeah, this is a hit.
Do you have
I'm
a
fucking with
rooster
this
crowing
one.
in the background on it?
Nah. But yeah, we recorded that. That's about to drop, and then we're working on like 2 or 3 different tapes at the same time, trying to. But yeah,
Oh, yeah.
And then I got my
Okay.
show in Kansas. That's pretty much what I'm looking forward
Kansas.
are you like gonna be dropping stuff in the fall?
to. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
for sure. That's like my favorite time to like. That's whenever I usually start putting out projects and everything.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, it's too fucking hot in summer to get out there
Yeah.
and work on
And
shit around
I don't know
here.
why it's such a vibe too in the fall. Like I just remember
Yeah.
like
The
listening to
leaves.
albums like Kid Cudi like coming
Yeah.
out, like Man on the Moon 1 and 2, like
I like
around
putting
the
my
fall.
hoodie on, you know, and like
Yeah.
vibing. And
Probably
shit,
because that's
yeah.
when we would like go to school and that's when we could
Put an
like
iPod
talk
in.
about it with
Yeah.
everyone and like be on the bus
Walk
and
around.
actually like
Yeah.
have someone to like relate to with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's just like in our blood now. So
Right.
always release in the
yeah.
fall.
But I've adapted to like every season now, so like it's like different vibes for
Yeah.
each time, you know.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Well, hell yeah.
Do you
Yeah,
have any
yeah.
other questions?
No, I think. Yeah,
We
so
good. We
everything.
good.
No. Any
Yeah.
final shout outs?
Shit, dog set, my family, you know. We'll keep it there.
Dog sit.
Yeah, and the Jews. Appreciate y'all having me.
For sure, bro.
course.
For sure. All right. Well, this has been the,
The motherfucking juice. Good
Yeah,
night,
what
America.
up?
Good night, world. We'll see y'all next time.
Deuces.
The juice.